All right, let's talk about how to plan the future. Here is Markku Wilenius, your traveling futurist, and we are now in Havana, Cuba. How to plan your personal future. The first thing that you need to care about is that you have a real idea. What would you like to become? Now, this thing about becoming is not just any type idea of where do you want to be. It is a very specific idea. What is the uphill challenge you want to face? Because the fact is that only that type of future vision about your own personal future matters, which pushes you over your comfort zone. If you think that the future planning is about staying where you are or just doing something a little bit better, that's no future plan. That's no future vision. The real vision is that you think, what do I need to learn? What do I need to grow with? It's not about knowing exactly what will happen, because obviously we human beings really don't know that, nor we can even visualize that. But what we can visualize is that what do we want to become? And then we can ask ourselves, what does it take from us to get there? Being here in this world asks from us several things, but the most important out of these several things is that we need to use our potential, all that we need to be caring for. It's not enough to think, you know, how rich you want to be, or what type of the wife you want to have, or man want to have, or how many kids you want to have. Those things will come, but behind those questions is the much more fundamental question. What do I want to learn? How much better I want to become? Because behind that question is the other question is, which is that what do I want to contribute? What do I want to leave to this world? Where is my dent? Where is my impact? My positive impact, of course. Where do I want to be? As said, the first thing is to have a rather forceful, clear idea of that. And only then, when we have that vision, we can start to imagine what is the road. As I said before, you cannot know exactly what type of the world that is. What is the road there? No, you can't know that. But what you do know, it is something that interests you, that puts you into motion, that you have a passion for, that you love about. We do a lot of this life because we feel beautiful, because we think we are obliged to. This is about somebody asking from us to do these things. Whether it's our parents, whether it's our family, whether it's this and that. Now, if we leave that type of the aspirations to guide us, I say no, 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 that's not good enough. It really needs to come from you, and from you only, from our very own self. When we have done that part of our future planning, that we defined something that really drives us, something that moves us, something that pushes us on the front. The next thing is that now, what do I have now to make that thing happen? How should I reshuffle my present conditions? How should I move my pieces in this puzzle that is my life to make that thing happen? And often we find that there are indeed quite a few things that we should do. Most of those things that we have on that list of things are there because out of the comfort we have not done anything. We think that we probably can do it next year, or it's too tough, too difficult. No, I don't want to touch it. But the irony of the life is this: you get in front of you exactly those types of things and events that you don't want, that you fear, that makes you feel uncomfortable. Because this is how life teaches us. It pushes us to confront those fears, those uncomfortable situations, because the life wants us to learn. And you can replace the life with God, universe, Jesus Christ, Buddha, Muhammad, Confucius. You take your pick. Point is here is this, and this goes actually across all worldviews or religions. You are supposed to learn here something. And life planning and building your vision needs to be a part of that. The irony is this: if you don't struggle for that, if that doesn't take a lot of energy for you to get into that goal, that's probably useless. There are lots of these studies that show that if you are suddenly getting 5 million from Lotto and you're a poor guy, then suddenly there is 5 million in your bank account. What happens? Most of the people that go through that experience, at some point they lose their money, but they also lose their friends. And why is this happening? This is happening because mentally, in their awareness, in their consciousness, they are not prepared for that. And how do you prepare? You prepare to any event by going through the experiences that help you to understand what this event is about. And only going through consciously an experience where you learn something helps you to get to that next level. So instead of suddenly winning in the lottery, if you had for years and years gone through different stages to get that money in your bank account, you're not going to lose that in the same way, because you have worked out yourself into that sort of situation by your conscious efforts and through learning. This is to tell that when we do our future planning, it needs to be something that not only inspires us, but also gives us a reason to build this kind of a learning experience. And this learning experience will provide the material for our growth. And internal growth, my friend, is what we are here for. And it's also what the cosmic intelligence, universe, nature, whatever you name it, wants us to appear using our human potential. And when we do that, accept that that's the challenge, that's sort of the price we pay happily, then not only the learning you will get, but also in some ways you will always get what you want. Because the most important fuel for your visions to become true is your belief in it. Because your belief in it translates that you always have an effort, that you always move forward. Because we are being constantly tested. There are shortcomings, failures of all kinds. And we're gonna have them on our way. That's a part of experience. You could say that we even order them. They have to be a part of our uphill struggle to get into our goals. And if it was easy, then it wouldn't be worth it. That's why whatever we choose as our future vision and as our future plan needs to be something that clearly help us not only to direct our action, but actually, and more importantly, it helps us to understand how this world actually works. Because the more we understand how the world actually works, the more we understand ourselves, and thus, the more we are accomplished in this world. Because our accomplishments ultimately is not going to be measured by how much money we have or how many this and that we have. It will be only measured by what have we learned, how we have improved, how we have contributed to others. That's what is left us when we leave this world and move to the spiritual world. And so with that in mind, we need to take our position and plan our future. And when we do that in a way that I just described, it inspires us, makes us to move, we overcome the challenges. And when we understand that this is a conscious effort from our side, then we also start to understand that even if we do fail and we have all these misfortunes on the way, that's only for the good for us. That's only the way that we can learn, because we learn most then when we fail. Again, one other paradox of our lives. And so understanding that makes us not only to be humble about the future, but also be very grateful about the future. Because the more grateful we can be of all the experience, bad and good experiences in our life, the more happier persons we can actually be. So choose well your plan.